Dear students, last day I taught you geography. Now, today I am going to teach history lesson 6 crafts and industries. Crafts and industries. First, important terms looked at the page number 37. Important terms handicrafts. हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स कौन होते हैं? आर्ट वर्क प्रोड्यूस बाय मैनुअल लेबर. हैंडीक्राफ्ट आर्ट वर्क प्रोड्यूस बाय मैनुअल लेबर. सामान्य लोगों के हाथ से काम किया जाता है. कला करने की कृति हैंडीक्राफ्ट होती है. खादी हैंड स्पन एंड हैंड वीव एंड क्लॉथ. जो हाथों से कपड़ा बुना जाता है वो उसे खादी कहा गया है. नाउ डिक्लाइन ऑफ क्राफ्ट्स इन 19th सेंचुरी. 19th सेंचुरी में जो कला थी काम करने की हाथों से, वो धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हुई. कैसे क्या है देखें. लिखते हैं इंडिया हैज हैड ए रिच हेरिटेज ऑफ क्राफ्ट्स सिंस द इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन. क्राफ्ट आर शिल्पा इन हिंदी इंक्लूड डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ मेकिंग ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन टेराकोटा, मेटल वर्क, वुड कार्विंग, इवोरी कार्विंग, स्टोन कार्विंग, पेपियर, मैट, basketry, matting, etc. Many of these crafts assume classical form while others still continue as folk art. Before the arrival of the British in the country, the artisans mainly catered to the needs of the village community, while in towns the craftsmen were patronized by local rulers and nobles. These craftsmen produced luxury goods for the traders also who sold them to the other countries. There was a great demand for items like woolen, silk and cotton textile, jute, saltpeter, sugar, perfumes, opium, spices, etc. in Europe. The fine cotton cloth, especially the muslin, were in great demand all over the world. Indian textiles were quite popular in European markets and were exchanged for gold and silver. There was a thriving shipbuilding industry during the 17th and 18th century at Goa, Surat, Machilipatnam, Satgaon, Dakkan and Chittagaon. The industries in the town were well organized in guilds, which provide protection to artisans and also regulated prices and quality of goods. The merchant worked in close cooperation with the craftsmen. Both received patronage of the native rulers because they contributed to the income of the state. The chief industry in India was weaving of cotton, silk and wool. Outside Bengal, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Nagpur and Madurai were important centers of cotton industry, and fine shawl or manufactured in Punjab and Kashmir. Brass, copper and bell metal wares were manufactured all over the country. Notably, at Banaras, Tanjore, Pune, Nashik and Ahmedabad. Jewelry, stone carving, filigree work in the gold and silver, and artist work in the marble, sandalwood, ivory and the glass from other important industries. In addition, there were various other miscellaneous arts and crafts such as tannery, perfumery, paper making, etc. All the said industries and crafts dedicated with the advent of the British rule owing to the following factors. The Industrial Revolution in England. The Industrial Revolution in England led to production on large scale. The machine-made articles were cheaper, more durable and abundant. Indian textile could not compete with the imported mill-made cloth. It ruined the Indian craftsmen and led to the decline of the different handicrafts in the 19th century. English competition. The unfair competition of manufacturers in England led to the ruin of weavers in Bengal. The cotton and silk goods exported by the East India Company had become very popular in England. The jealous British manufacturers wanted to keep the industry by legislation. By the two laws passed by the British Parliament in 1700 and 1720, the export of the Indian cotton and silk goods were banned in England. As a result, the import of printed cotton goods from Bengal was stopped. The company launched the policy of importing raw material as cotton in place of manufactured goods. It led to the ruin of native industry. Operation of weavers. The company enjoyed the virtual monopoly over trade. In order to ensure a regular and abundant supply of cotton goods, the British entered into contracts with the weaver to supply stipulated quantities of the cloth on the fixed term. The company's servant paid much less amount than the usual price to weavers. A great number of weavers deserted their profession. Now, indifferent of British ruler. The British ruler in India took little interest in the protecting Indian weavers against the power-driven British industry. By the first half of the 19th century, India lost the proud position of the supremacy in trade and industry of the world. The country was reduced to a source of raw material, cotton, and market for the manufactured goods from England. Now, industrial scene at the turn of the 19th century next day. Now, thanks.